You think you're just visiting the Philippines for the stunning beaches and amazing food, but you might be signing up for a fundamental life change you won't see coming. Trust me, I used to be a very private person. My circle was small, and my personal time was jealously guarded. But after living among Filipinos, I started becoming someone I barely recognized, in the best way possible. It all began with a simple dinner invitation and ended with me completely rethinking what community and family even mean. These are the subtle, powerful ways Filipinos will unknowingly change you. It happens slowly, almost invisibly. There's no memo. There isn't one big, dramatic moment. Instead, it's a million little things. A shared meal, a casual "where are you from?" an unexpected act of kindness when you need it most. Before you know it, the cultural values woven so deeply into Filipino life start weaving themselves into you. You begin to see the world differently, and you realize you've been permanently changed for the better. In this video, I'm going to share the 7 ways interacting with Filipinos will unknowingly, but profoundly, change your life. The first thing that will happen is your idea of family will shatter, only to be rebuilt into something bigger and way more beautiful. In many Western cultures, family is a tight circle. Parents, siblings, that's about it. But in the Philippines, that circle is an ever-expanding universe. I remember my first week at a job in Manila. A co-worker I'd known for maybe 3 days invited me to her nephew's first birthday. I figured, okay, small gathering, I'll pop in, say hi, and leave. I walked into a yard with, and I am not exaggerating, at least 80 people. Music was blasting, a whole roasted pig was on a spit, and the tables were overflowing. Within minutes, a woman I'd never met introduced herself as Tita, or Auntie, and started piling a mountain of food on my plate, asking if I'd eaten and telling me I was too skinny. I wasn't just a guest, I was instantly treated like a long-lost cousin. This comes from a core Filipino value called kapwa. It doesn't just mean other, it's the profound idea of a shared self. The self isn't separate from others. You are all part of the same whole. This creates an incredible sense of community. It's why family titles like Tita, Aunt, Tito, Uncle, Kuya, older brother, and Ate, older sister, are used for friends, neighbors, and even strangers you've just met. It's a verbal confirmation that you're in the circle now. After experiencing this, you'll find yourself calling your close friends family, and you'll actually mean it. The next change is a quiet one. You'll stop trying to carry all your burdens by yourself. Western individualism praises self-reliance, the whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps narrative. But in the Philippines, you learn the incredible power of facing challenges together. This is the spirit of Bayanihan. The classic image of Bayanihan is a whole town literally lifting a neighbor's house to move it. While you won't see that much anymore, the spirit is everywhere. It's in how communities instantly mobilize during a typhoon, sharing resources before official aid even arrives. It's in the community pantries that popped up during the pandemic, running on the simple idea, take what you need, leave what you can. I saw it firsthand when a friend's small business was struggling. He just mentioned it casually. The next day, without anyone being asked, one friend was redesigning his logo for free. Another was calling their contacts to get him new clients. I was tasked with running his social media. It was an automatic, unspoken wave of support. It's about helping without keeping score. Living in that kind of environment retrains your instincts. Before, my first move in a crisis was to isolate myself and strategize. Now, it's to reach out. You learn that vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's an invitation for your community to show up. You start relying on people in a way you never thought possible. And paradoxically, it makes you feel infinitely stronger. The third change is developing an almost superhuman ability to find light and laughter in situations that used to stress you out. The Philippines faces immense challenges, from economic hardship to its location in the Typhoon Belt and the Pacific Ring of Fire. And yet, it remains one of the most genuinely positive places on Earth. Filipino resilience isn't just about getting through hardship. It's about doing it with grace, humor, and a smile. I'll never forget being stuck in a classic Manila traffic jam. Back home, this would be a concert of angry horns and cursing. But here, the driver in the car next to us just rolled down his window, grinned, and shrugged. More time for music. Filipinos have mastered the art of finding joy in the waiting, in the imperfection, in the chaos. This outlook is captured by the phrase, "bahala na." It's often poorly translated as, "whatever happens, happens," which sounds apathetic. But it's more of an active faith. It means you do everything in your power. You work your hardest, and then you trust in a higher power or in fate for the rest. It's an acceptance of what you can't control, which frees you to focus on what you can, your attitude. This mindset is contagious. You'll find yourself becoming more patient, less rattled by little things, and way better at finding the humor in it all. The fourth change happens at the dinner table. Your entire view of food will be transformed. In many places, food is fuel. In the Philippines, food is a love language. It's the primary way to show hospitality, love, care, and community. Filipino hospitality is legendary, and it nearly always starts with the question, "Kain na?" Let's eat? When you visit a Filipino home, you will be fed. It's not optional. Refusing food can feel like rejecting the host's welcome, so you learn to always say yes. Even if you just ate, you make room, and the food never stops coming. When you leave, you'll almost certainly be given pasalubong, or a take-home container packed with leftovers. I once went to a simple merienda, or afternoon snack, and was met with noodles, spring rolls, sweet bread, and a full pot of stew. It was more food than I'd normally eat in a whole day. Through this overwhelming generosity, you learn a profound lesson. Feeding someone is a direct way of caring for them. It's a physical form of malasakit, or deep compassion. You'll start to see food not just as something to eat, but as a tool for connection. You'll find yourself cooking for people to show you appreciate them and truly understanding that sharing a meal is a sincere form of communion. The fifth change is a shift in how you show respect, especially to your elders. Respect for elders is a cornerstone of Filipino society, but it's shown in ways that go far beyond just being polite. One of the first things you'll see is the gesture of manopo. A younger person takes an elder's hand and gently presses it to their forehead. It's a beautiful, tangible sign of reverence and a request for a blessing. You'll also hear the constant use of po and opo, which are honorifics used when speaking to someone older or in a position of authority. But it's deeper than just words and gestures. I was in a meeting where a senior executive was presenting. A much older, non-executive employee came in to deliver a message. The executive immediately stopped his presentation, greeted the elder respectfully, and waited for him to leave before continuing. In that moment, age commanded more respect than a corporate title. This deep value of pagalang, or respect, will recalibrate your own interactions. You'll find yourself becoming more mindful of the elders in your own life. You'll listen more intently to people with more life experience, valuing their wisdom over whatever's trending at the moment. You learn a different kind of hierarchy, one based not on wealth or status, but on the honor that comes with age. The sixth change is in your understanding of generosity. You might think you're a generous person. Then you experience Filipino generosity and you realize you've got a lot to learn. Generosity here isn't about giving what you have in excess. It's about sharing what you have, even if it's very little. I was once hiking on a remote island with a local guide. We passed a small, humble house. The family on the porch saw us, and immediately the mother came out holding 2 glasses of water and a small plate of bananas. They had so little, but their first instinct was to share it with complete strangers just passing by. They absolutely wouldn't accept any money. The act of giving was its own reward. This spirit comes from pakikipagkapwa, the idea that you and the other person are one and the same. Helping someone else is, in a way, helping yourself. You see this everywhere, from a stranger on the street giving you incredibly detailed directions with a smile, to a friend insisting on paying for dinner even when you know their budget is tight. This culture of giving without expecting a return will fundamentally change your relationship with money and possessions. You learn that true wealth isn't what you hoard, but what you circulate. You become less attached to material things and more willing to share your time, resources, and energy, no strings attached. It's a powerful and liberating shift. And finally, the seventh and most important change is this. You will simply become a happier, more open person. It's the grand total of all the other transformations. Life in the Philippines teaches you to smile more, to greet strangers, to learn that being friendly and approachable just makes life better for everyone. In many cultures, especially in big cities, we move through the world with a shield of privacy up. In the Philippines, that shield comes down. I remember being a bit taken aback at first by how personal conversations could get with people I'd just met. Strangers would ask where I was from, what I was doing, and if I was having a good time, all with genuine warmth and curiosity. This openness, which might feel a little intrusive at first, eventually becomes a breath of fresh air. It breaks down the walls of isolation that so many of us build around ourselves. You learn to be more patient in traffic, more generous with your food, to see family in your friends, and to face hardship with a smile. You laugh more easily and connect more deeply. You don't even notice it's happening, but one day you'll look back and realize you're not the same person who first stepped off the plane. You've been welcomed into the beautiful, chaotic, and heartwarming world of the Philippines, and you've been changed for life. These 7 changes are just the beginning. The Filipino spirit has a way of leaving a permanent, positive mark on everyone it touches. It's a culture that reminds you just how important community, humility, and real human connection are. If you're a foreigner who has been changed by Filipino culture, or a Filipino who has seen this happen to others, I would love to read your story in the comments. What's the one thing about your culture you're most proud of? Let's celebrate it together. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more explorations into the beautiful cultures of our world. Thanks for watching.